recognize is Councilman Johnson, who will present a resolution honoring and recognizing the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority's 110th anniversary. With Ms. Carol Parkinson Hall, Dr. Robin Jones, and Jackie Hugh, and those accompanying them, please join the councilman at the podium. And joining Councilman Johnson, we have Councilman Green, Councilwoman Bass, Councilwoman Blackwell, and Councilwoman Blondell Reynolds Brown, and Councilman Al Tallberger. And Councilman Jones. All right. And next year we have to get a bigger stage. All right.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to thank all of my colleagues for joining me today as we honor and celebrate the 110th anniversary of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm going to take a moment to acknowledge the 3 chapter presidents who are in attendance today. Ms. Carol Parkinson Hall, she's the president of Omega Chapter. Dr. Robin Jones, president of Rho Theta Omega Chapter. Attorney Jackie Hugie, president of Omega Mu Omega Chapter. And one of my outstanding dear advocates when it comes to making sure all young people receive a quality education here in the city of Philadelphia. She's always standing up for parents who send their children to public schools here in the city of Philadelphia. Evelyn Sample Oates. Who served on the International Board of Directors of Alpha Kappa Alpha for 8 consecutive years as a 2-time regional director of North Atlantic Region and the International Region. And so I want to take a moment to acknowledge the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha today for their hard work and their dedication, but most importantly, their service to humanity. Rather than them getting up on Saturday mornings and refurbishing and engaging in partnerships and making sure all of our young people have high quality playgrounds and parks to play in here in the city of Philadelphia, or providing scholarships for our young ladies to go on to become great achievers in our society. I thought it was only right to take a moment today to acknowledge them for their 110th anniversary. I'll also be remiss if I wouldn't acknowledge Dr. Lorena Marshall Blake. Let's give her a round of applause. And I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the Honorable Lori Dumas, who's with us today as well. You know, I am not a part of any Greek fraternity, but however, when we wife did hook that up nice. When we talk about service, primarily when it comes to the African American community and creating a legacy of helping humanity, I wanted to take a moment out of my busy schedule to acknowledge the fine work that these young leaders are doing. With individuals such as Kamala Harris, who's the first African-American U.S. Senator, or Katherine Johnson, who is the star of, we all saw the movie Hidden Figures. You know, so we've been sending people to the moon before they were actually really sending people to the moon. Individuals such as Sonia Sanchez or Bernice King, the daughter of MLK, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., or Loretta Devine, the great comedian Wanda Sykes, or some honorary members such as Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, Alicia Keys, Marian Anderson. We know that this sorority has produced some of the finest and brightest and best leaders that our society has to offer, and so today we will be acknowledging them for their hard work and dedication to humanity. And again, I thank all my colleagues for being here with me today. And the resolution reads, honoring and recognizing the Sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority for its dedication to sisterhood and service in celebration of the sorority's 110th anniversary.
Many thanks to Alpha Kappa Alpha for all of the work that they do in our communities, especially in the 8th District. Whereas the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority is a national sisterhood founded in 1908 at Howard University under the leadership of Ethel Hedgeman Lyle. Other founders included Anna Easter Brown, Beulah Elizabeth Burke, Lily Burke, Marjorie Hill, Margaret Flagg Holmes, Lavinia Norman, Lucy Diggs Slow, and Marie Woolfolk Taylor. And whereas founded by a group of young women who were conscientious of their unique positions as college-educated women of color, just decades removed from the horrific era of slavery. The Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority has remained dedicated to its motto, and I quote, service to all mankind since its founding days. And
whereas, since 1908, the sisterhood has grown from the founding 9 members into an organization of nearly 300,000 SARs at over 1,000 chapters worldwide. To this day, the sisterhood remains focused in its support of programs aimed at improving community health, education, and human rights, among other issues. And
whereas among the many initiatives founded by the Sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha are several programs related to increasing educational access and attainment. The Educational Advancement Foundation, founded in 1980, is a tax-exempt branch of the sorority dedicated to providing financial support to individuals and organizations engaged in lifelong learning. Through EAF, Alpha Kappa Alpha has provided more than $200,000 in scholarships to 1,400 students nationwide, and if they specifically said Philadelphia, Sherelle Parker would have been one of them.
As a member of another Greek organization that shares Kappa in its title, it brings a great pride to read the resolution. Whereas from January 11th to 15th, 2018, the Sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha gathered in Washington, D.C. at the campus of Howard University, where their sisterhood was born, to celebrate the 110th anniversary of the organization's founding. In their finest pink and green attire, thousands of AKA SARs united in the name of service to all mankind and the celebration of the sisterhood's remarkable history. And
whereas wearing red at a AKA cleanup can cost you $50,000, whereas the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority is an organization that has dedicated itself to the highest ideas of sisterhood and community empowerment for more than 100 years. The city of Philadelphia, city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, is proud to join the AKA celebration of its 110th National Founders Day. Now therefore be it.
I too want to thank them for all that they do. They volunteer for us every year. Thank you, Stephanie. And all of you, thank you. Resolved that the Council of the City of Philadelphia does hereby honor and recognize the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority for its dedication to sisterhood and service in celebration of the sorority's 110th anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you. And the chair recognizes Ms. Hall for remarks. Ms. Hall? It's okay.
Be always ready. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is indeed an honor to stand before you today and just to say thank you, because you allow us to serve. You support us in so many ways. When we're out there on the playgrounds, all of the community service that we do, city council members come and support us. And we're thankful. We're thankful for this opportunity. We're thankful for the partnership. And you know what? There's so much more to do. So, although we can't stand and rest on our laurels, there's so much more to do. And we hope that you will grab our hands as we continue to empower, uplift, and strengthen families across this great city. God bless you all.
It's always wonderful to be recognized, but even more wonderful is the feeling that we get when we are serving the communities of Philadelphia. This has been such an awesome experience over the years as we've mentored children, provided scholarships, done the playgrounds, collected shoes and given them out, and so many other things that we want to continue and will continue to do the same. As we look into our future with the chapters here of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we know that we will continue to do the same and have the support of both the council, community leaders, and community members themselves throughout Philadelphia. Thank you.
Greetings, Council President Clark and all members of City Council. I'm Jacqueline Hugie, President of the Omega Mu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, which is the third graduate chapter in the city of Philadelphia. We were chartered a year and a half ago on September 18th, 2016, by 35 phenomenal women, and since that time we have grown to 83 members. The area that we serve in the city is from the Delaware River, from northeast Philadelphia to South Philadelphia. In particular, we have worked primarily with the residents from the Gambrell Recreation Center, Marian Anderson Recreation Center, and the Albany Elementary School, where we planted trees, donated books, refurbished playgrounds, and established an emergency food pantry, among other things. I would like to extend special thanks to Councilman KENYATTA Johnson for his dedication and commitment to the people of Philadelphia and his support of Omega Mu Omega chapter. He attended our chartering in 2016, and he also gave us some grant money to support our community service efforts. Don't know if you remembered, but you did. And thank you to the entire City Council for your recognition today of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and our 110 years of service to the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
To Council President Clark and all members of City Council, I just want to say thank you so much for this recognition 110 years later, and we're still standing strong, still working hard, and still helping to serve all mankind and uplift the communities of Philadelphia. So we work with you, council members, hand in hand to make sure that this is the best city in the country, and to make sure that Philadelphia remains the city of brotherly love, but most importantly, sisterly affection. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Council, be at ease.
No, your president should go around front. Come on, and the second.